Hello everyone. For the last couple of weeks I've been pretty sick. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to make progress on the game or create any devlogs for you. But since I've been feeling a lot better lately, I finally scrambled enough content for a new video, so let's get started. I implemented the gladiator into the game as well now. He is now a proper unit. He can be recruited, spawned, walk around and fight enemies. While we're at it, I can show you some more demonstrations of the combat. Here's a group of Kratoria fighting some skirmishers. The physics of the ragdolls may be slightly exaggerated, but it actually makes the combat look really satisfying in my opinion. Most RTS games don't use this kind of system. Usually, when a unit dies, a death animation is played and the unit disappears. On the other hand, games like Tabs are very known for their physical combat. Everything feels much more impactful and enjoyable to look at. I'll still tweak some stuff, but this is roughly the direction I want to go with it. This entire combat system is the result of over a year of AI behavior programming, testing, and bug fixing. So, overall it's pretty solid, don't you think? Next up is pathfinding. Pathfinding is always a big topic and a common issue in many RTS games. If Kratoria is really supposed to be the best strategy game of the year, that aspect of the game must be top-notch. After months of progress, this is the current state of the pathfinding and selection of units. As you can see, the units have no problem going through these narrow paths and circumventing the obstacles. In some RTS games, this kind of environment would totally confuse the AI. I'm pretty happy with how far I've come with it, but if some issues should occur during further testing, I'll make sure to polish it up until the release. By the way, the release of the game is not as far away as you might think. I would really recommend you to wishlist it on Steam already. Alright, the next thing is the recruitment system. I finally managed to get it working now. Units can be recruited in the barracks. Then they get added to the right section here. From there you can just select them, click on a free spot on the map and they will spawn. This type of recruitment system is probably a little unconventional for an RTS game, but it is not a random decision. It does have a purpose that I will be able to explain more clearly when I've showcased a couple of other game elements. There's been quite some progress with the units over the last time. There are only a little amount of things left that I'd like to adjust. The stats bar has been updated a little, but I still plan to display more info there. Also, the units should be slightly larger in my opinion. If I compare the ratio of units to building size, the units seem a little small. Especially compared to other top-down games. But after that is done, I can focus on population, more content, and adding all various unit types of all factions to the game. I've already finished many models for the units which are not in the game yet, that you'll get to see soon. Okay, the last topic is the monuments. I adjusted the sizes of the structures to properly fit into their tiles. These models are only placeholders, but I still try to make things look as good as possible in the current state of the game. As soon as all these prototype assets have been replaced and the visuals are more polished up, the game will look even better than it already does. The 2 to 3 weeks in which I've been sick were quite a setback. I barely made any progress with the game. But for the last week or so I've been working full-time again, so you can definitely expect regular devlogs and fast progress on the game. So, I hope you enjoyed this week's devlog. Like the video and subscribe to the channel to follow the progress of my game. See you next time.